An Ecology-Nature-Outdoor-Wildlife Art Website Guide at Curlie. Chapter 1. Nature Art Websites at curlies.org. Ecology Art Websites at curlie.org/arts/genres/environment_and_nature. Subcategories: Documentary filmmaking, film festivals, literature, visual arts. ArtsCatalyst.org. Arts Catalyst, a science and art agency which argues for and sets up genuine collaborations between artists and scientists. Creen.com/Jim Willis, Pieces of My Heart, about a book of collected writings inspired by animals and nature, by Jim Willis, director of the Tiergarten Sanctuary Trust. EcoArtspace.blogspot.com, eCourtspace, non-profit supporting artists creating works that inspire a sustainable relationship with the natural world. Elephants.com/Elechem, tapped into elephants, streaming video or audio where the focus is on the elephant sanctuary and its on-demand chem footage. EnvironmentalArt.net, EnvironmentalArt.net, virtual gallery presenting the work of environmental artists from Finland in the form of land art, communal art, and eco art. ERICAFIELDER-ECOARTIST.com, Erica Fielder, eco artist, promotes art making with lifestyle and the natural sciences in order to encourage a heartfelt shift to ecologically ethical practices and integrated relationships between humans and the wild blue-green earth. greenmuseum.org, greenmuseum.org, the online museum of environmental art. Landviews.org, Landviews, online journal of landscape, art, and design in America, includes a network of artists, architects, designers, and ecologists working in and for the landscape. lastrefuge.co.uk/photolibrary/sp_human.html, image gallery of human and nature, features Adrian Warren's photos of topics related to wildlife, nature, peoples, and environments. museumusik.org, Musicians United to Sustain the Environment, Muse, musicians utilizing music to promote environmental awareness and protection of our wilderness heritage. Orlo.org, Orlo, mission is to explore environmental issues through the creative arts. walkinjim.com, Walkin' Jim Stoltz, features wilderness photos, folk music, poetry, tales of the trail, wildlands issues, trail advice for backpackers and kids activities. Environment and nature art categories at curlie.org/en/arts/visual_arts/environment_and_nature. Subcategories: Bio-art, Eco art, Landscapes painters, Nature and wildlife, Seascape painters. Related categories: Arts genres, environment and nature. Eco art websites at curlie.org/en/arts/visual_arts/environment_and_nature/eco_art. eco-art.co.il, Zakai, Shai. Artist and a green activist working in photography and conceptual art involving installations and multimedia. Includes gallery, project details, and articles. Nature and wildlife art websites at curlie.org/en/arts/visual_arts/thematic/nature_and_wildlife. Subcategories: Illustration, Landscape painters, Nature photography exhibits, Personal painters, Wildlife photography, Shopping. Related categories: Arts genres, environment and nature. Arts photography, photographers. Recreation, outdoors, wildlife. animalissime.world.monsite-orange.fr, Animalissime. Oil paintings of wild animals and pets. Text in English and French. AntonIshak.com, Anton Ishak, Tom. Sculpture and paintings of wildlife. Artistsforconservation.org, Artists for Conservation. Societyofanimaalartists.com, the Society of Animal Artists. Gallery, membership, and contact details of the SAA. Bergbronze.com, Berg, Eric. Bronze animal sculptures by this Pennsylvania artist. Includes exhibitions listing. AshleyCollins.com, Collins, Ashley. Large-scale paintings featuring horses or dogs, also color field works. Includes exhibitions listing for this California artist. BobSaliers.com, Saliers, Bob. Wildlife and nature photography by this Florida-based artist. Includes exhibitions listing. BronzeWildlifeSculptures.com, Lansing, Carl. Sculptures in bronze of North American big game animals. Includes biography. CarlaKiesecker.com, Kiesecker, Carla. Wildlife and landscape paintings and prints by this Colorado artist. Includes exhibitions listing. CarolineMSun.blogspot.com, Sun, Caroline M. This artist paints the secret lives of animals as seen in her waking dreams. Acrylic on canvas. Includes biography. Weblog format. CLAUDIA-NOCKE.com, Knock, Claudia. Wildlife art and animal portraits, and illustrations from the book A Guide to the Carnivores of Central America. ClothOfNature.com, Hall, Jane E. Cloth of Nature. The work of Jane E. Hall, an artist and embroiderer who recreates botanical panels of hand-worked material. CRBart.com, Betka, Cindy R. Paintings and sculptures featuring landscapes, wildlife and horses of Montana. Representational and stylized. DanielSmithWildlife.com, Smith, Daniel. Collection of wildlife art by Daniel Smith, owned and maintained by the artist, with contact information. eulenatelier.at, Hartelhizan, Daniela Owl Studio. This Austrian artist focuses on birds and other assorted wildlife. Features watercolor, graphite, and ex libris works. Gallery.artistsforconservation.org/artists/883, Kirill Wildlife Sculptures. Portfolio of wildlife and animal bronze sculptures. Getono.ca, Nature's Wild Neighbors Society. Promotes environmental education for the youth and shows how their positive interaction with nature and wildlife can help preserve our natural wonders for generations to come. GigiButterfly.com, Heller, Gigi. Presenting garden scenes, houses, and detail views of dahlias, roses and tulips by this British Columbian artist. Graham'sWildlifeArt.com, Jones, Graham A. Nature in Art. Flora and fauna in paintings and photographs by this British artist. Notes about his travels to Houtman.com, Houtman Brothers. Offers images of wildlife and nature in paintings and prints. HeidiHahn.com, Hahn, Heidi, Alaskan Landscapes. Plein air paintings and wildlife studies in oils. Includes biography and artist statement. JackieGarner.co.uk, Garner, Jackie. Drawings and paintings of wildlife from around the world. British artist working in a variety of media. JeremyPaulWildlifeArtist.co.uk, Paul, Jeremy. Paintings, postage stamp designs, and limited edition prints by this UK artist. Mostly birds and big cats in landscape settings. Includes biography. JonathanTruss.com, Truss, John. Offers galleries of pencil sketches, oils, and prints. Includes elephants and big cats. KissFineArt.com, Kiss, Andrew. Exhibitions, biography, books, and gallery representation for the Canadian nature and wildlife artist. LauraMarkFinberg.com, Mark Finberg, Laura. Wildlife paintings and prints offered through Mark Wildlife Publishers. Includes biography of the Pennsylvania artist. Let'sPaintNature.com, Kane, Christine, Let's Paint Nature. Painting demonstrations in watercolors and soft pastels, always on the subject of nature. Weblog format. LifeInTheNorthwoods.com, Life in the Northwoods. Showcasing rare albino deer photography and additional nature images from our northern Wisconsin, and Upper Peninsula of Michigan neighborhood. LisaGibsSonart.com, Gibson, Lisa, Art for a New Focus. This mixed media painter living in Montana specializes in floral and nature scenes. LuisSerrano.us, Serrano, Luis. Paintings and drawings from direct observation. Realistic landscapes in gouache and pencil. LynStringer.net, Stringer, Lynn. Ireland-based botanical artist presents detailed watercolor paintings. Includes exhibitions listing. MarkOgle.com, Ogle, Mark. Landscape and wildlife artist. MaryRoberson.com, Roberson, Mary. Idaho-based painter features wolves, elk, bear, and other wildlife. MelanieMar.com, Mar, Melanie. This wildlife artist shows oil paintings, as well as art quilts. With biography and exhibitions listing. MouthArt.com, Landis, Doug. Self-taught disabled wildlife artist. MorelButlerStudio.com, Butler, Morel. Nature and wildlife artist exhibiting some of his art for sale online. Includes duck stamps, wildlife landscapes, and regional scenes. nature-artists.com, Nature Artists. Portraits of dogs, cats, horses, and other farmyard animals. nhm.ac.uk/nature-art-imaging/collections/McGillivray, William McGillivray Art Collection Database. Gallery of watercolor paintings that include such British Isles wildlife as birds, fish, and mammals. Sponsored by London Natural History Museum. OWENS-portfolio.com, Williams, Owen. Featuring a gallery of sporting and wildlife art. Includes biography. Petreads.com, Eads, Peter. Photorealistic oil paintings and photographs by the Colorado artist, featuring Rocky Mountain wildlife. PictureThisFraming.com/content/Basil_Ada, Basil. Features the history and work of the renowned wild bird portrait artist. PipMcGarry.com, McGarry, Pip. Wildlife works featuring African game animals from this UK artist. Includes biography. RenzoDamSC.com, Thames, Renzo. Realistic watercolor works depicting wildlife of Europe, Africa, and North America. Includes information on exhibitions and books. SallyNooney.com, Nooney, Sally Shelton. Offers still lives and outdoor scenes. UpTheHudson.com, Westerfield, Bob, Up the Hudson. A compilation of landscapes and still lives in oils and pastels, mostly from the lower Hudson Valley area. VickyHenderson.blogspot.com, Henderson, Vicky. Presenting observations of nature, especially birds, using photography, story, watercolor sketches, and paintings. Weblog format. Wackerl.com, Wackerl, Fred. Plein air painter of nature, landscapes, and still life. wildlife-artist.de, Weber, Wolfgang. Captures animals in their natural habitat through his watercolors, oils, etchings, sketches, and bronzes. wilds.mb.ca/Tillinius, Clarence. Paints on the theme of the singular beauty of animals as seen in the wild and the need to preserve their habitat, with an emphasis on Canadian wilderness. YourWonderfulPlanet.com, Lund, Chuck, Your Wonderful Planet. Nature and landscapes images by this Michigan-based photographer, who travels to record the many wonders of this earth. Landscape art websites at cully.org/en/arts/visual_arts/painting/painters/landscapes. Baldini.homestead.com, Baldini, Jr. Plein air paintings by contemporary landscape artist. Includes blog and information on workshops. AbstractLandscapePainting.com, Budden, Mandy. Canadian artist who works primarily in acrylic and rearranges the elements to show the beauty of the landscape in unexpected ways. AnneBurkholder.com, Burkholder, Anne. Features Nebraska landscape and prairie image galleries. Includes information about the artist. AndrewBarrowman.com, Barrowman, Andrew. British artist focusing on Cornish landscapes and seascapes in a representational style. ben-amotz.com, Benamotes, Sohaila. Paintings inspired by childhood memories of Iran, and summers in Long Island, New York. CandyBarArtist.com, Bar, Candy. Biography and portfolio of a New England artist painting primarily on location. Claire.Bianchi.pagesperso-orange.fr, Bianchi, Claire. Interpreting with emotion the simple beauty of the countryside on the rivers of the Seine and Loing, in France. DavidBarryPaintings.com, Barry, David. Artist from West Virginia whose representational landscapes contain elements of abstract expressionism. Includes statement and portfolio. DianeBouletinRKO.com, Burko, Diane. Paints images of the world's landscape, mostly in oil. MarkBone.com, Bone, Mark. New and early oil landscape paintings by contemporary painter, represented by galleries from Los Angeles to New York. SilveryBureau.com, Bureau, Silvera. French landscape painter focusing on the American Northeast wilderness. Prints, works on paper, canvas, folding screens, commissioned murals for residential, commercial, and religious interiors. SimonBalion.com, Balion, Simon. Netherlands-based painter offers a gallery of works featuring the Dutch countryside. Seascape art websites at cully.org/en/arts/visual_arts/painting/painters/seascapes. AnnieAstaracart.com, Strack, Annie. Showcasing the paintings of a classically trained maritime artist from Florida. Includes information about instructional DVDs and workshops. ArsenaltGallery.com, Arsenalt, Paul. Showcasing the paintings of a Canadian artist focusing on contemporary life in coastal communities. ArtOfTheSeas.com, Light, Charlotte. Inspired by moonlight, sunsets, and sunlit days on the Pacific coast, and painting in a traditional romantic realist style. Bickles2dio.com, Bickle Evans, Shirley. Vancouver, Washington-based marine artist. Provides a brief biography, photo, gallery, and contact information. ColinPerini.com, Perini, Colin. Vividly colored, photorealistic seascapes by the Australian artist. Some of the paintings are available for purchase. DavidMcCormack.co.uk, McCormack, David. Paintings of the Lizard Peninsula, Cornish seascapes, and coastal scenes. Gouache, inks and watercolors. A Cornish experience, includes MPEG videos of the various coastal locations. EleanorBernaire.com, Bernaire, Eleanor. Resume and portfolio of a Belgian artist creating hyper-realistic seascapes and some figurative work. Site in English, French, and Spanish. GaryPereira.co.uk, Raymond Pereira, Gary. British artist specialising in realistic representations in oil of the land and sea, and inspired by the coastline of East Anglia. gbmarineart.com, Baumens, Gordon. Quality art reproductions from the paintings of this British marine artist. Genway.com, Genway, Gao. California waters. Landscapes, most of them are water scenes, which I preferably called waterscapes, are subjects of my paintings. Gramfish.com, Fish, Gram. Portfolio of the artist, of Devon, UK, whose oil paintings of the sea are powerful and spiritual, haunting and evocative. IreneZanziMayo.com, Mayo, Irene Sains. New York artist who currently resides in Georgia and focuses on oil paintings of coastal landscapes and portraits. JFloresW.com, Flores, Juan. Based in California and specializing in surfing images and seascapes, primarily in acrylic. JIMHOLLAND-ART.com, Holland Jim. A Cape Cod artist working with oils or watercolors influenced by American artists and modern photography. juliesylvester.com.au, Sylvester, Julie. Featuring the pastel paintings of an Australian artist inspired by the water and coastal landscapes. kenpaintings.com, John, Kenneth. Arizona artist focusing on coastal paintings in styles ranging from realism to impressionism. Includes biography and information about instructional DVDs. Cornwall.co.uk, Johns, Larry. Cornish seascapes by local artist. lacalanerart.com, Brody Hill, Ann. American Society of Marine Artists signature member presents paintings and prints of seascapes, boats, tropical fish, and bridges of Lake Lanier, Georgia, USA. lefeveripaintings.com, Lefevre, Robert. Resident of South Carolina and specializing in realistic oil paintings of the ocean, lakes, and landscapes. Includes statement and biography. mark_boden.tripod.com, Bowden, Mark. Showcasing realistic seascape and marine oil paintings. maxoliver.co.uk, Oliver, Max. British artist focusing on contemporary, representational coastal scenes of Dorset and Cornwall in oils. mdhmarineart.com, Hardy, Michelle Devereaux. Original oil paintings inspired by the sea. Seascapes, lighthouses, clipper ships, 18th century sailing ships. seapainting.com, Woods, Jack. Featuring the paintings of an Australian artist focusing on sea scenes and particularly the classic cruising yachts of bygone years. StuartKettleArtist.com, Kettle, Stuart. Portfolio of a British artist whose style is minimalist with a strong graphic influence, and inspired by the Isles of Scilly. Landscape art websites at cully.org/en/shopping/visual_arts/painting/artists/landscapes. georgealig.com, Alig, George. Original watercolors and limited edition prints by Calgary artist. donaldaarshare.com, Archer, Donald. Contemporary landscape watercolors, particularly the landscape and coast of California. niagaraart.homestead.com, Baldini, J. Offers and plein air landscape paintings of the Niagara Peninsula in oil and watercolor. Also offers painting workshops. Banfill.com, Banfill, Sally. Originals and prints depicting strange, uniquely American landscapes. RobinBarretts.com, Barretts, Robin. Offers original paintings and limited edition prints by landscape artist. Includes artist reviews and background information. NikkiBashDavis.com, Bash Davis, Nikki. Plein air landscapes and urbanscapes. Provides list of shows and workshops. bwintersnewyork.tripod.com, Winters, Bill. Landscape and genre painting of the Hudson Valley of New York State. KurtWalters.com, Walters, Kurt. Impressionist, plein air paintings and prints of the Grand Canyon, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and California. Elandria.com, Elandria. Original oil paintings and fine art prints of a variety of landscapes inspired by the diverse nature of the Canary Islands. ElizabethBlackcart.com, Black, Elizabeth. Realistic paintings of western landscapes, including the Grand Canyon, Rogue River, Rocky Mountains, and Boulder, Colorado in oil and watercolor. FionaMatheson.com, Matheson, Fiona. Original paintings and geekly prints by a contemporary Scottish landscape painter working primarily in mixed media. GinaGrundeman.com, Grundeman, Gina. Landscape paintings reflecting the pastoral beauty of Western America by Colorado artist, Gina Grundeman. Hagermanart.com, Hagerman, William. Presents realistic oil paintings of the American landscape. Site features an online art critique service, painting tutorials for aspiring artists and an email newsletter. HEART-TO-ART.com, Grossmith, Lucy. Offering geekly prints and original paintings inspired by the English countryside. JamieNNN.com, Ennan, Jamie. Original oil paintings in the plein air, Impressionist style. Galley listing and biography. JoanHoffman.com, Hoffman, Joan. Oil and watercolor plein air artist offers gallery Western landscapes. Includes information for painting classes and workshops. KateMcLaren.com, McLaren, Kate. Contemporary artist shows bold original works depicting the distinctive New Zealand landscape. Commissions, requests and archival prints also available. KaczynskiStudio.com, Kaczynski Studio. Oil and watercolor paintings, primarily of the artist's travels in the Middle East and USA. LukeDingman.com, Dingman, Roland. Impressionist style landscapes and seascapes with emphasis on high detail and realism, along with a gallery of traditional Byzantine icons. Marshlandarts.co.uk, Hurst, John. British artist offering Norfolk landscape watercolor paintings, prints, and gifts. Includes biography and information about commissions. MichaelChesleyJohnson.com, Johnson, Michael Chesley. Impressionist plein air landscapes of the American Southwest and New England. Includes information on workshops and articles. MichaelStory.com, Story, Michael. An exhibition of available original paintings, pastels, and prints by Southern artist. PatKeller.com, Keller, Pat. Wisconsin artist primarily depicts the natural landscape utilizing improbable colors and atmospheric effects. Includes biography and personal statement. RobertaTinogallery.com, Tino, Robert A. Paintings, watercolors, gouache, oils and acrylics, and prints of Smoky Mountain landscapes and rural scenes. RobinCloud.com, Cloud, Robin Rogers. Oil and watercolor paintings of Oxfordshire architecture, gardens, and countryside. SaffronStudios.com, Saffron, Barbara. Vibrant landscapes in acrylic on canvas. Prince Edward Island and the Maritimes of Canada, shorebirds and horses featured. SkylineCityPrints.com, Slask, Steve. Features watercolor and pen and ink city skylines as limited edition prints, as well as original paintings. SNYDErgallery.com, Snyder, Peter Etrill. Features original landscape paintings of country life as well as in scenes from across North America and Europe. Also, murals, limited edition reproductions, collector plates, books, and posters. Ontario, Canada. TimSchutz.com, Schutz, Tim. Plein air and studio landscape and still life subjects from Minnesota-based artist. TomCaldwell.com, Caldwell, Tom. Paintings of the English countryside. VanParisArt.tripod.com, Van Paris, Ron. Original acrylic paintings of contemporary Arizona and Southwest images, executed with a unique, mature style and point of view. Geekly prints available also. Youngatart.webs.com, Young, Patricia. Original watercolor and oil paintings featuring and plein air landscapes. Native and tribal art websites at cully.org/en/arts/visual_arts/native_and_tribal. Subcategories: Africa, Asia, North America, Oceania. Artemaya.com, Artemaya Tzu Tuhile Gallery. Articles, photos of works and paintings and textiles by Maya artists from the highlands of Guatemala. Darkshrine.com, J.K. Rasmussen. Washington dealer who lived in West Africa for many years. WRNA.it, Berna Tribal Arts and Antiquities. Denise and Bep Berna, dealers in Bologna, Italy. Site is in English and Italian. FirstAmericanArtMagazine.com, First American Art Magazine and online resource for indigenous arts of North and South America. Profiles, reviews, calendar listings, and other information. FolkArtIntl.com, Folk Art International. Dealer in tribal arts and antiquities, with many images and some cultural background on objects. GailMartinGallery.com, Gail Martin Gallery. ancient, antique, and ethnographic textiles, modern and contemporary fiber arts. GaleriaContici.net, Galeria Contici. Pre-Columbian art offered with good cultural background information. gallery-lemaire.com, Gallery Lemaire. Images of tribal arts from Asia, Africa, and Oceania. joelkuhner.com, Joel Kuhner Gallery. Images of African, Asian, and Oceanic tribal art objects. lewismcquinney.com.au, Lewis McQuinney. Display stands, restoration to antique tribal and archaic art, valuations, and authentications. markloriagallery.com, Mark Loria Gallery. Presents past, current and upcoming exhibitions as well as permanent collection of fine tribal art by Northwest Coast, Aboriginal Australian, and Papua New Guinea artists. Located in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. sftribal.com, San Francisco Tribal. San Francisco Bay Tribal Art Dealer Association, with links to members' websites. smet4u2.wordpress.com, Comaland. More than 300 photos of terracotta pieces from Comaland. tribal-art-auktion.de, Zemanek Munster. Würzburg Auction House specializing in tribal arts from Africa, Oceania, and Asia. tribalartcollections.com, Tribal Art Collections. Collector and artist Dick Jemison's collection of tribal arts including artifacts from Africa, Oceania, South America, Mexico, and the United States. tribalartery.blogspot.com, Tribal Artery. A periodic report on news and information concerning the world of tribal art, its creators, collectors, and purveyors. tribalarts.com/index.html, Tribal Arts Online. Online version of the magazine, The World of Tribal Arts. Exhibitions, book reviews, editorials and a discussion board. VanishingCulturesPhotography.com, Vanishing Cultures Photography. Photographs of tribal cultures that are slowly disappearing around the globe. Walu.ch, Gallery Walu. Swiss dealer in African and Oceanic art. Rich in information, and periodic exhibitions. Public art websites at cali.org/en/arts/visual_arts/public_art. APIonline.org, Art in the Public Interest. Non-profit organization to serve the information needs of artists and organizations who are bringing the arts together with community and social concerns. Contains newsletter and organization information. artsjournal.com/aesthetic grounds, aesthetic grounds. Weblog on public art and public space by writer, Glenn Weiss. Beyondwalls.org, Beyond Walls. Creates public art and curate experiences. Partnering with local organizations, municipalities, community members, and experts to design, produce and manage projects and programs. bleklrat.free.fr, Blex LE-rat. Offers galleries exploring the origin of stencil graffiti art in Paris, France in the 80s. Caracara.org/radar, The Art of Being in Danger. Art project explores attitudes toward homelessness. ChimaHproject.org, International Chima Monument Project. Offers images and information about the International Peace Project that includes placing several bronze monuments around the world. HickmanIndustries.com, Hickman Industries. Showcases the sculpture and public art of Robert Hickman. JaneGreengold.com, Jane Greengold. Public artist provides galleries of projects and installations. Miami-Dade Publicart.org, Miami-Dade County Art in Public Places. Public art program dedicated to bringing artistic works out of galleries and museums and into the Miami community. PhiladelphiaRT.net, Philadelphia Public Art. Pictures of publicly viewable sculptures, memorials and fountains in Philadelphia. PublicArtFund.org, Public Art Fund. A non-profit arts organization that presents the work of contemporary artists in New York's public spaces. PublicArtInLA.com, Public Art in Los Angeles. Documents public artworks, sculptural works, mosaics, and murals, in the downtown area, the University of Southern California, and other places in the city. Publicartonline.org.uk, Public Art Southwest. A development agency coordinating a range of strategies for public art development in the Southwest, England, funded by Southwest Arts. News, advice, events, current issues. Publicartworks.org, Public Art Works. Supports placing art in unusual, public locations. Includes past works and contact information. StephenRobinSculptor.com, Stephen Robin, Sculptor. Galleries of commissioned public sculpture and portfolios of non-commissioned work in a variety of materials. TheArtofLife.com, The Art of Life. An online portfolio of many public and private commissions by artists Bonnie Lee Turner and Cliff Clear.